Allie, Allie Horner, and you can find more information about me at adventurenox.com. What I'm kind of discussing today is, if you're not super familiar with me, I'm a channeler. I'm also an intuitionist and intuitive strategist and an intuition development coach. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners very naturally, people who are very self-responsible, who need to lean into their intuition a lot more, and have worked with a lot of people about a lot of different things, self-trust being a major one of them, how to tune into that intuitive flow. And so I wanted to talk about the ways that we use intuition and ways that I'm seeing it used in business and out of business, for people like us who are very large innovators, who want to co-create more, who want to live really amazing lives, and who want to consciously create and curate our lives and cultivate really great relationships and connections, because I think that's one of the primary things that affects our intuition is our relationships. So for a lot of people, they feel heightened intuition when they're alone, when they're walking in a park, when they're moving through the flow of their day, when they're moving through their work. But for some people, that flow, that feeling of connection, of ease, of just feeling tuned in, tapped in, and turned on, can go away if something happens, because there's something outside of their control, or someone else comes in and kind of bursts their little love bubble that they're in, right? Like, have you ever been just like humming along, your day's going so well, you feel like you just know where to go and what to do and what to say and to whom? That's your intuition, right? It's not always about future projecting and future predicting. It's really about momentary presence and awareness, a heightened sense of awareness. It actually will heighten your senses to use it. It's really nice. It makes you hyper present. It's beautiful. So you're in that flow. You're not in any places of like feeling upset, and you're just feeling like, wow, God, everything's working so well today. I feel like everything's working out for me. And all of a sudden, your spouse or your significant other or your child, someone texts you, and is just like, hey, I need help with yada yada yada. Why didn't you yada yada, right? And you're like, and it just upsets the apple cart and kind of throws you off. Intuition is one of the primary places where you can actually tune in to say, hey, there's something deeper going on here, because intuition is not always, again, it's not always about trying to manipulate situations. It's not a manipulative gift. It actually operates only when you're in a loving consciousness. Intuition is really altruistic. It's about connecting people and creating from purpose, and creating from a sense of what's highest and best for myself and for all. So one of the places that I've been seeing myself really have to train people and work with people and myself over the years around intuition is to develop it in the context of conflict, and to help people mitigate conflict and create higher awareness from a higher sense of loving consciousness. Meaning, when we think with love, we act with love, and we speak with love, right? When we think with love, our actions follow suit in that. When we're aware that we are connected to other people intrinsically, that we are energetically tied to them, which is true scientifically, we become aware that everything we think about ourselves and think about them affects them. The way we think about life affects everyone. Your intuition will tell you the same thing. Your intuition will give you a gut yes or a gut no. It may be, for some of you, you may feel resistance to this, but innovation comes from intuition. And so cultural conditioning can cause you to believe that your intuition and innovation is due from like some sort of like mental acuity, something you've learned. It's actually intuitive. It's actually channeled. It's something that's brought through you and to you, because you've trained your brain to work in a hypersensitive, altruistic, loving consciousness state, which means it's more open to connecting and receiving new bites of information. And in conflict, and when you're going about your day and you can't control all of the conditions around you, you can't control all of the people around you, this is what can help you live unconditionally in love with yourself, with the people around you, with your life. That's why I really love doing intuitive coaching. It's not about manipulating the future. It's not about manipulating other people or changing your conditions or making more money or making things work out for you. Intuition, though it may be tempting to try and figure things out like that, and that's a lot of what people ask me about in our sessions. But intuition is actually about creating a more peaceful and harmonious state of experience and existence in this world that emanates forward into your existence with yourself and other people. And in business, that's actually a very, very powerful stance to have. And it's very different from a lot of businesses, which are very much about profit over people. This is actually about people over profit. This is actually about what is highest and best for myself and for all. Doesn't mean making money is bad, but it means that we understand our profit differently. We understand the bottom line differently. We look at the bottom line differently because we're really looking at what is best and highest for ourselves and for all. And it's really important to understand that this doesn't come from a sacrificial or suffering place, which is something a lot of us have to learn how to be non-sacrificial. And actually, in order to thrive, we have to focus on not just surviving anymore. In business, that's very important. In relationships, that's important. With your intuition, that's a great shift that you will make, that your intuition will guide you to make. Man, woman, child, you will want to focus on thriving, having the best and highest, and that may mean different things for different people, different employees, different team members in business, different partners in relationships, mother to child or parent to child, or outside relationships between neighbors. You're always going to want to focus on thriving, which means I cannot be the only person who is happy. I am going to do things that not only make me happy from a totally self-involved standpoint, like, well, if I'm happy, then fuck everyone else, doesn't matter. I need to get mine. That's not what this mindset is. Intuition will guide you to do things that are loving and kind for yourself in order so that you can think, speak, and act in a way that affects everyone around you positively and energetically positively as well. It'll emanate into your business. It will tell you to create consciously. You will begin to think about money differently. You will begin to think about ways that actually can make you far more prosperous because you're not only thinking about money. I've seen what money does to people. I've been through the ringer myself. Money is not the end game. And I can tell you, as someone who's a spiritual channeler, when you leave this life and you go into your life review after this life, you're not sitting there thinking, oh, thank God I made $5 million in my life. What many of the beings who have communicated to me experience as they cross over is the beauty in all of the connections and relationships they have. And so one of the messages I'm constantly given is that you guys, we came here for love and relationship. Your intuition will guide you always towards those little seemingly insignificant encounters with people that you love, with nature, with the world around you. They will get you out and get you into places where you feel centered, where you're being loving toward yourself and kind toward yourself and kind to other people. It will bring you to connect. It will bring you to connect with yourself so that you can connect fully with others, to love and accept yourself so that you can love and fully accept others, so that you're unconditionally living and loving within your own life so that you can give that to others. And that emanates into your business, and it creates a beautiful magnetic energy from which you attract people and beings and things and situations which mirror that back to you, that are open to you being yourself, that love and kindly accept yourself, that want to support you right back. And when you leave this life, you won't remember all the shit you did and made, all the money you made in your business and your career and how many houses you sold and all that shit. You will remember all of the amazing experiences and places that you felt loved. Even the ones that you didn't think you were fully in it, you will see all of those little seemingly mundane moments and feel all of the love that was coming through them. That's why we're here. So no matter what you do in your business, you are the artist here. No matter what you're doing with your career or in your relationships, you are the artist, you are, and you are also the masterpiece. You're constantly sculpting and painting and creating yourself and creating your life. So it's a beautiful interwoven tapestry, and heightening your intuition is not about trying to maneuver around negative circumstances, though it will help you do that. Heightening your intuition is really about empathy, telepathy, connectedness with people and things and situations around you. It's really about helping you see all of life and yourself through a loving lens of focus. And that's when your intuition really heightens, when you sense that there's more going on, when you sense that someone's hurting and you need to reach out to them, when you start to have those fun little synchronicities and signs pop in, when things begin to feel and flow and like they're just working out for you, that is your intuition guiding you, and you not resisting it but flowing with it and following it. So more to come on this soon. I feel really strongly that teaching more about intuition and what it is and why I care about it. I care about you guys living a fucking fantastic life. I care about us leaving this world a better place than when we came here. I really care about us all enjoying this with as much love and light and peace and pleasure and ease and play and fun as possible. And I also believe in us doing that for other people, not just from this like selfish, where self-involved, where it's only about me, me, me. I care about us becoming aware that we are completely connected to everything and everyone. The we consciousness, me to we. That's part of why I like to teach on intuition. It's not just about, you know, like mitigating certain types of stressors or trying to make certain situations happen. Like, it's not like Gretchen Wiener's, like, you're not gonna make fetch happen just because you want fetch to happen. So it's really about creating or manifesting, co-creating an amazing and beautiful world for yourself and for everyone while you're here. Because in the grand scheme of things, you're only here for a little bit, but it does matter. It does matter. It affects everyone around you very positively for you to be following your flow and your intuition. Intuition will connect people in amazing and profound ways over ideas, coffee, seemingly random encounters. It will really put groups of people together in a fantastic, amazing flow, and it'll help you really step into this place of knowing that you are right on time and ready for the next step. You were never off your path. You can't get it wrong. You can't fuck it up. You're doing great. And I hope that this is helpful for you guys. Again, I'm kind of that intuition teacher strategist. I do a lot of work with business owners naturally and creators, authors, speakers, people want to go into speaking and podcasting, things like that. If you're interested in chatting, let me know. I also work with people who aren't in that realm, who are more in corporate careers or trying to figure out what their next steps are. You can definitely contact me. Again, like I said, intuition spans every single area of life. So whatever questions you have, you can book a session with me to talk about them. We can work on your intuition. We can work on different skills that might be perfectly attuned to you. That's how intuition works. I can kind of give you the perfect thing that would be perfect specifically for you, because I'm able to read into that and kind of like give that to you rather than giving you a cookie cutter solution that someone else might give you. Though sometimes those help. I don't believe they fit. Like, I don't think we're a one size fits all. Otherwise, why would we all look different and act different and think differently, right? So I would love to help you guys. Let me know if you have questions. You can comment below this video. Again, my website is adventurenox.com or intuitivesoulcollective.com. I'll put links below this. I'm Allie Horner. You can book me for a reading or a session. I can't wait to talk with you more. And I'm going to be bringing some friends on, and we're going to be doing some really, really fun YouTube videos, podcast episodes are coming, all that type of fun stuff. So I'm super excited for this. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you soon.